Hey, there we go. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. Hello. Hopefully you can hear me now. I don't know what was going on there. Somebody got in the wires, was chewing on stuff. Let's try this again. Welcome. Becky, first one in the chat. Appreciate you for being here. Nance in there, close second, heating up dinner. The Queen is in there too. Nugget Man, Black Magic, appreciate y'all. Scarf Mommy, Jelly, everybody in here. Yes, telling me I am hopelessly muted. I don't know what happened there. My streaming software decided we were going to use a different microphone today and did not let me know about that. So we are back, baby. All right. Yeah. Okay. Nance says turn up the audio levels. I'm maxed out and can barely hear you. Okay. Just the microphone or the music too? Sorry, I don't know what happened there. I'll turn the music up just a touch so you guys can hear it. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. People are saying they can hear. I've got us up to, yeah, we're right where we're supposed to be now. Okay, so hopefully it's good. I'm also not talking directly into the microphone. That is a problem too. Today, man, we got, sorry, I'm all flustered. Just got home a little bit ago. I was working a little bit late today. Got my Bluetooth speaker on max and I can't hear anything. Barely. Oh my gosh. I don't know what is going on with that. I don't know. YouTube should have me on like whatever volume, once my mic is unmuted, they should put me at the volume, that they prefer, which I believe is 14 LUFS. So I'll talk louder for you. But yeah, so today I thought we could talk about how TikTok is making people do some sad things for money. This is gonna be like not as funny of a show as normal, but like, man, this just like blew my mind. And a large creator we've talked about before just published a video about this topic like only a few hours ago, so that was like really awesome. Took the wind out my sails a bit, but hey, I'll send y'all over to her video and you can check that out. But yeah, so we kind of got a dual topic today, because there's one group of people on TikTok that people refer to as messy house TikTok, okay? And some of these people are clearly like doing this for content. Like it's yes, they are hazardous things. Let's see if those work. Yeah, that's a good call.
We're considered a hazardous building.
We are considered a hazardous. We're gonna look at some hazardous buildings today. Trust me on that. Oh my goodness. So Messy House TikTok is a collective of content creators who, some of them seem to like wait maybe weeks, months, has to be months on some of them, to clean their house, and then they make a video of this like chaotic messy house, and then they clean it all up. Which, now cleaning videos, I can see, where people would enjoy watching that, because some of them are very satisfying, and it makes you like, hey, I want to go clean a thing, whatever. Like they're deep cleaning their oven or whatever. I found a really good oven one. Like, some of them are good, but then other ones you're like, man, I kind of feel like we're dealing with mental illness and depression on some of them, and that is certainly a sad thing. But um, I definitely think that people need to see how people are living, because there's another group uh, that's also making their living on TikTok called BegTok, and and they go live, and well, you'll see. You will see. So let's check out the. Just didn't hit any of the buttons today, huh? Tess says, I was literally scrubbing my grout today. I can't handle mess. See, you know, I love a good cleaning. You know, it's just, it feels good, and it feels good to do, and it's satisfying and rewarding and awesome, and sometimes it's fun to watch other people clean, you know? And then other times it's sad, you know? Like, okay. So here we've got here. Well, let's start on that. Let's lead off on a positive. Let's check out. I called this one "Some Cleaning is Satisfying."
I'm not even gonna come on here and lie to anyone. I've never cleaned my oven. And I don't just mean this oven. I've never cleaned any oven. Until now, anyway. This is my first time.
She has never cleaned an oven, you guys. Never. She's never cleaned a single oven. So, you know, I mean, that's good. That's a good thing, right? TikTok's out here telling people to clean things that they haven't cleaned before. I can get behind that, you know? She's got the racks in the bathtub.
I knew
She's
I
doing
needed a
the
can
thing.
of Easy Off, but on the back of the can there's directions to do it either hot or cold, and I wasn't sure which one would be
Now,
better.
see, with
Since
this
I've lived
one,
here for 6
I would recommend cold. I like the cold. Nugget Man. Yeah, it is kind of sometimes satisfying, sometimes sad. Yeah, it is. It is a lot like that. It's mostly sad, and sometimes satisfying. So yeah, it's pretty much dead on. That's a perfect analogy. But yeah, so if you're gonna attempt this yourself, I don't recommend the hot, just because you're just gonna fill your home with like baked chemical smell. But yeah, this Easy Off oven stuff, it's not as easy as the can makes it seem, but it does really work well. So
years and I've never cleaned this thing. I decided to do it hot because I thought that would help melt off all the nasty. And oh boy, did it ever melt off all the nasty.
It probably does, but
no, I probably could have wiped all of this out.
See how there's like a white film on the wall still, and that's from those chemicals like being left over. I'm sure she's gonna wipe that off, but when I worked in the restaurant, we used to clean the ovens when they were totally cold, and we did it in the same way.
Out and called it good there, but I wanted to see just how clean I could get it. But I didn't want to heat up the oven again or spray any more of that Easy Off.
I like that. I like that. I wanted to see just how clean I could get it. I definitely understand where she's coming from.
Entire house smelling, and yes, I had the windows open. So I wiped out as much as I could with just a wet rag, and then I went in with a Scrub Daddy paste. And the Scrub Daddy paste smelled so much better than the Easy Off. And don't get me wrong, the Easy Off put in a lot of work, but I couldn't tolerate the smell or the headache that it was giving me any longer. So I took
that is like the worst part about cleaning an oven, is you have your head inside of that thing. Becky says, is it just me, or is it hard to hear him over the video? Man, you're saying my mic is too low too. Okay. All right, I'll turn that up a little bit. I just don't want to blow anyone's ears out here, you know what I'm saying? How about that? Is that better? We got a little bit more microphone now? Okay. Tess says, know what works great on ovens? Oh, the Power Paste. Okay, Power Paste is the Scrub Daddy paste. Okay, I will have to try that. I have not used the Scrub Daddy paste, but this lady says that it smells a lot better than oven cleaner, which I don't think is a hard bar to clear, but I think that's definitely preferable over some gross chemicals.
A sponge and the Scrub Daddy paste, and I just rubbed it all over in there. And then when I got to the window, I did the same thing, but after I got it all rubbed on there with the sponge, I took out my trusty dusty pumice stone again. I wasn't thinking that I would get this oven perfectly clean, but my main goal was to get all of the charred stuff off of the glass. I really wanted to be able to see through it. I don't remember the last time I could. And that's mainly because of how dirty it is, and also because the light burnt out in here like 3 years ago, and I haven't cared enough to replace it. And honestly, same with the light in my fridge. I'm surprised nobody meant.
Look at that glass. That's insane. I can't even believe the glass got that clean. Nance says, yeah, I can hear the video fine, but Drew sounds like he's talking from the other side of the country. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. I cannot think of why that would be. I apologize. Let me turn this music down just a hair here. But as long as you can hear the videos well, that's good. I was worried that you guys wouldn't be able to hear the videos. Nugget Man says, Meech in the house. Hey. Nugget Man says, bartender's friend is amazing. Yeah, I love that stuff, man. It is so, that's a really good scrub if you need to get something that is like stuck on. Becky says, oh yes, better, thanks. Okay, good. All right, awesome. Okay, so let's see. She got the glass super clean. Let's see how
mention that when I cleaned that. I also took this little
she's
cleaning
got,
utensil,
like, little,
I don't know what else to call it, to really dig into the edges, and that got a lot
like
of
a
gunk
little,
out.
like,
I'm not sure how well you can see that
Q-tip
though. And
she's
then I went
getting
back
into
to
the
the pumice stone
corners
for what
with.
felt like the millionth time, and I just kept repeating that same process over and over
Just
until I
keep
was absolutely sick
sticking
of
your
it. And
head
just
in
when
the
I thought I
oven
was
over and
finally
over
done,
and over.
I remembered that I
is
threw the
just
grates into the
horrible.
bathtub and still had to clean those too. And just when I was
Meech,
ready
tonight we are
to cry
cleaning.
because I was so sick of it,
We're
my
talking
husband showed
about
up like the hero he
we were talking about weird things people do for money on TikTok.
is with the
Meech
Scooter's
says,
coffee.
I need to
And
clean
then I was
my
a little
oven.
less mad
Okay.
that I just spent 5.5 hours cleaning the dang
Look at this
oven.
before
Maybe
and
next time
after,
I won't
dude.
wait 6 years to clean it.
This
Or
is
maybe I will.
crazy.
I don't know. I'm pretty sore today.
I can't
I'm
even
kidding,
believe
of
it.
course. Now that I know how to clean it,
I
I'll
don't
do
know
it
how
more
she got
often.
that
All
glass
jokes
so
aside,
clean,
can somebody
dude.
tell me
That glass
realistically
just
how
looks-
often we're supposed to be
it's like
cleaning
she
our
got a brand
ovens?
new
And
door.
if you tell me you do it once a month, that's just never going to happen here. Maybe every 3 to 6 months. I don't know. You tell me. Unless it's once a month.
Okay. What do y'all think? How often do we clean our ovens? What's the rule on that? Are we she's saying once every 3 to 6 months. She did a pretty good job there. I think if you're doing it every 3 months but you do it that thoroughly, I think that's okay. But I will say that the more often you do it, the less work it is. So like if something got on that, like at the next meal she made, she could literally just like wipe it off and then be done. The work comes when it gets baked on 40 times. Nance says, our oven is beyond cleaning. We need a new one at some point. See, sometimes you need to just replace the thing. But I mean, I feel like an oven costs enough that it's like makes sense to try and like fix it if you can. Meech says, I do ours like once a year, and I cook in mine almost every day. Okay. Jelly says, I rent. I've never even considered cleaning the inside of the oven. I clean the top. Okay. See, I get that too. With renting, like maybe, you know, maybe it got thoroughly cleaned before you moved in and now you don't have to worry about it. Or you know, maybe the lease is up soon, so you you don't have to keep cleaning the thing. I definitely get that. Oh, Nance says, wow, your oven is from 1987. Okay. Yeah, I think it's you got your money's worth out of that one, bud. You know, they don't make them like they used to, but they do make them. Nugget says, our oven is a storage cabinet. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully nothing flammable in there, because I've definitely seen. Actually, it happened when I was in college. My neighbor used to keep their like extra pots and pans in the oven for storage. And they had a cutting board in the oven, and the girlfriend came home and preheated the oven and didn't look inside, and the pots and pans were in there. They were fine, but that cutting board caught on fire. So be careful of that. Meech says, "Listen, I'm a clean person, but I'm not a good example for oven cleaning." I agree that you're a clean person. I've seen some pictures of your house, and also I know your personality type. You would never allow things to get as bad as some of the things we're about to see here. Perhaps says it's an old GE. Okay, yeah. Man, thing probably runs on diesel or something, right? Nugget says took the guns out. Okay, good. Yeah, don't keep the guns in the oven. That wouldn't be good. Becky says I rent, but the stove is mine, so maybe every few months. Okay, that's okay. Every few months, that seems like the consensus. Tess says, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I go more than a month, but I try to get the odd things cleaned once a month. Dishwasher, oven, microwave, baseboards, etc. Yeah, okay. But you can rotate your detail cleaning, so you're not doing all the detail cleaning in one shot. You're doing okay. So you got like a baseboards day, and then in a few days you go for the dishwasher or something. They do make these tablets I've been using on my washing machine and the dishwasher. They're recommended to me by an appliance repair person. He said to use these to keep the appliances clean. So I definitely do that. And yeah, the dishwasher, man, I love wiping that thing out, especially the door. Like I need that to be clean. I don't know why. I'm all about that dishwasher. Meech says that's a good way to be, Tess. I should add the oven in my rotation of odd cleaning. That's a good one. Tess says I used a washer tab today. Okay, all right. So I'm not the only one using the tablets. Okay, so now if you have a weak stomach or you're like in the middle of eating, I'm gonna give you a warning here because it's gonna get rough for a few minutes. Okay, maybe go on to listen only mode. Because man, we got some tough ones. Okay, so the first channel that I found, she actually cleans other people's houses for free, and people who kind of have, like this cluttered house situation, have reached out to her and asked her like, hey, can you come and clean my house? I heard you do free cleanings, whatever. So she does these free cleanings to help out people who are in need. And of course she videotapes them for TikTok. But I think some of her viewers are watching because she also is in the Messy House clan. And she says she's a stay-at-home mom, and sometimes she just doesn't have the energy. Tess says, please tell me it's Broden. I pulled some, because another creator had done a video about this today and played pretty much all of the all-stars of the Messy House TikTok. We got some deep cuts, okay? But yeah, we do have some of the OGs as well. Meech says like a hoarder situation. Some of them, yes. Some of them are a hoarder situation, and it's more those ones. It's more of like a spectacle. Like they'll kind of go live and just like talk about their life and like make dinner or whatever, and everyone is just in the comments just watching like, how are you, you know, counting the bugs that are going by or whatever? It is, it's so bad. KO says, lemon and kale pasta with green pea pot. Oh, that sounds delicious. Very, very vegetarian. Green pea pasta. I've not tried that. Okay, so, oh, Nugget says you lost me at kale. Get the Elmo fire ready. Yeah, we definitely, hold on, where is he? There he is. Okay, we got him ready to go. He's, he is at the ready. Okay, so the first girl, she's a cleaner, but she's also a lazy mom in her own words. In her own words, this is what she calls herself: lazy mom life. I would never disparage a mother like that. But here's one of her videos.
Here's another morning in my lazy mom life. Bunch of people were wondering how I go to bed with.
Now, one thing I will say immediately: this is a messy house, but it is not as dirty as some of the other ones that we're gonna see. And that is an important distinction.
My house looking this messy or leaving food out overnight. Answer is so simple. I just close my fucking eyes and go to sleep. I start off every morning by cleaning up dinner.
Okay, so people said, how do you go to sleep with everything from dinner still sitting on the counter? And she said, easy, I just close my eyes.
From last night. Yes, I fed my kids pizza again. Bad mom of the year. Next I move on to my living room, where I usually find more leftover food and crumbs.
I mean, like, I feel like the crumbs and stuff are just like part of kid life, right? I mean, I don't have kids. You guys can chime in the chat and let me know, but I feel like kids definitely make a mess and leave like a trail of destruction everywhere they go. And like some kids probably are more messy than others, but I think in general, you could excuse a parent's house being messy. But if you look close on the floor, she did find some crumbs, but that floor is pretty clean. You know, it's pretty clean. Aside from the crumbs. Meech says, "Oh, I'm gonna have a problem with this if she has kids." Oh my gosh, girl. You don't... There are several videos that I refused to put in the list here because it's like kids' rooms and kids are in the videos. And I mean, you'll see some kids in some of these videos, but yeah, some of them are just like way too depressing for me to even, because, well, anyways, let's see how she does here.
And I did find an ant today. Die! Since a bunch of you think that I'm lying about having bugs.
She found one ant. I'm gonna mute that because I'm worried about the music, but she is cleaning, and she's got her mop here. She's sweeping up. You know, she's got the laundry going now. Big pile of laundry. She's getting it, you know? This is a lot. I get that it's a lot of stuff, you know, keeping track of kids' laundry and all the housework and stuff. It is a lot of work. Nugget says, "Yeah, kids, blame it on them." Yeah. Well, I think we could safely blame it on a kid, you know? In certain occasions, it just depends like how bad it is, you know, but obviously like it's kind of the grown-up's job to preserve order in a kid household. Yes, or any cat or dog, yeah, for sure. But that girl's videos, her name's Amanda with a bunch of H's. There it is. There's her. Amanda Rose is her channel. She has some awesome ones where she cleans like other people's like cluttered houses, and like it's insane before and afters. But I just cannot imagine living in a house like this and letting it get to a certain point just for the purpose of making a TikTok video to clean your house. And that's what I think a lot of this is. Like, this girl here, she had a TikTok channel, and people were, criticizing her messy house. So she's decided to do 30 days of decluttering, which I thought was a cool idea. Just pick one thing each day so you don't get too overwhelmed. And that's great to motivate people who kind of live in these cluttered house situations and maybe like want to get out, but it feels like so insurmountable that you can't possibly get it all done. But breaking it down into chunks makes it a little easier to digest, makes it a little bit more makes the goals like accomplishable. Meech says, so she knows how to clean, but she chooses not to where she actually lives. Yeah. And she does talk about her struggles with mental health and how, she used to work at a law firm and now she's a stay-at-home mom, and it kind of depresses her, and I totally get that. But yeah, when you have kids, you really have to keep it together for them at least, and provide a household. But yeah, so here's day 12 of the 30 days of decluttering from sorry, what is her name? Brittany Harris 18. Okay, she's gonna show us. I think this is her bedroom. Okay, when I said my bedroom was the most neglected room in my house, 30 days of decluttering.
In my house, I really, really meant that.
Now,
Tell
I
me
can
why
get,
I looked at this room and thought to myself,
why
get this done
you
in no
would
time, like an hour
prioritize
tops.
the common
That was
areas
definitely
and
not
the
the
children's
case. I
bedrooms
forgot
over
to take
your
my
own.
meds today, so this is also a
Certainly.
little bit of chaotic cleaning. I thought I was being
Definitely is
organized
a
about it, but
move when
it's
you're
not.
breaking
I
out the
swept out as
broom
much stuff from
on
under my bed as I
carpet.
could.
Like,
I know there's still stuff under there, but I
it's
couldn't
not
get it.
good if you have
And
a
then I moved
broom on
to
carpet.
collecting as many clothes as I could find, and I threw them all in this laundry basket.
Okay, that's a good plan. Throw the clothes in the laundry basket. KO says, I'm organized chaos. I need a helper. Okay.
I've got to get my laundry situation under control. This is ridiculous. Everyone keeps telling me to get more laundry baskets, but I have a lot of laundry baskets. I'm just really bad at using them. I don't know why I can't just take the 2 extra steps. After all of the clothes, my goal was to focus on garbage. But then
the water bottles. What are,
oh my gosh, really bad. Guys. This is the water bottle graveyard.
Lord have mercy, there's got to be 60 water bottles right there. What are we doing? I know. Meech says the broom for the carpet. What are we doing right now? Why do we have a broom on the carpet? It's like a shovel on the carpet. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Okay. I mean, I'm going to try and take it easy on people because I know that a lot of this is depression related. But, all the people in the comments are telling you that they're worried, and you should be worried too. It's crazy to me. Nance says I'm bad, but I'm not this bad. This is mule level. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if their house looks like that, seriously. Because I don't think a lot of people are cleaning over there besides Jeffrey's friends. And maybe, well, actually, now that Val Ray's out of there, I don't know if anything is getting cleaned. But, yeah, the water bottle graveyard is wild, man. Like, what?
It was at this point that I started to realize that I'm extremely wasteful. I had so many.
It was at this point that she felt wasteful. She needed the 60-second water bottle to fall behind the nightstand in order to feel wasteful. People, please, if you like the fancy water, it's fine. But you can get big containers of it. I know, because we do it. We order the Waikea water from Hawaii, and it comes here in a box, and it's a big box, and we don't have to buy 30 water bottles a day. I mean, Lord have mercy. If you're drinking as much water as you should and it's all out of plastic bottles, you're finishing, what, six of those a day? 5 of them a day? It's crazy. Nance says, the bed bug infested sheets. Yeah, oh my gosh. The sheets over at the LaRoque household are definitely a concern. I wonder if they're getting washed. There's no wonder we know it has to be a hot mess. Okay, yeah. Yes, Jelly says, whoa, Val moved out. Good for her. Yes, Val moved in with Richard and his mother, and that was a few months ago. She's doing great. She still comes back to hang out with the family. Jelly says, I haven't listened since this time last year. Wow. Yeah. Yes, Nance Jeffrey did lose the check from her, but I think overall that's a great thing. Getting Val out of the house. That is so good. So proud of her.
Many water bottles that were like half full, more than half full. It's insane how many water bottles I had.
Half full or more than half full, like that is super wasteful. Even though that's not a lot of money, like you can get what 20 pack of waters is like $5 or something, but still, it's the principle of the thing. Like this is our planet we have to care about here too, not just our bedrooms.
I filled up this trash bag with literally just water bottles and pop cans to recycle. And I told you I got hyper fixated on this area, so I started wiping everything down.
I mean, at least she's recycling if they actually recycle plastic in her area.
If it was there.
And that nightstand, you should get the nightstand all the way scrubbed out. That's good.
I had put stuff that I found on the floor
Cleaning
on my
the
bed
walls.
to go through and decide what I was going to keep or
Good.
throw away, so I did that.
Get a good vacuum in. All right.
And right
See,
about
I
now
like
is when
this
I had
deep
to accept
clean.
defeat for the day. At this point, I had been at it for 2.5 hours. My phone was dying, and I needed to be at an appointment in 30 minutes.
I mean,
I was feeling so...
She did that little quadrant right there. It is looking good. KO says, send half-open bottles to California. That's right.
Accomplished and proud of myself for getting this little section in my room done today. But then I looked over my shoulder and realized how big of a mess I still have to get done.
What?
Hopefully tomorrow
This is the same room. This is all the same room. Oh.
Tackle the rest of this all in one day.
Yeah, that's not a good... I don't know. But, I mean, hey. She gave herself 30 days. You know, you break it up into pieces. Don't do it all at once so you don't get overwhelmed or discouraged. Totally get it. She's getting it done, though, you know? She's clean. Yeah, well, hey, you know, Nance, that's okay. It's living in the trailer is fine. Just keep it clean. That's what really matters. Nugget says, I'm so dehydrated. Thanks, KO. Yeah, they're all very dehydrated out there in California. Send them your half-open water bottles. Okay, so this lady we're about to see here, she is kind of the she's the OG of Messy House TikTok, and this girl is a piece of work, man. Her name's Amanda.
Hi, everybody.
And her TikTok handle is Demandaconda 333. Okay. Does she get a 30-day trash coin? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that's what we need. We need an AA for cluttered homes, I suppose. But yeah, okay, so here's this lady. She is famous for CPS getting called on her because people in her comments were worried about the health of her children. This is a sad situation. It's quite a messy house.
It's your favorite messy house mom.
Now this is like an AI voice here, but she is definitely proud messy house mom.
I'm back with another crazy ass cleaning video. Yes, this is my house. Yes, I know what it looks like. I know. And you know, I always say this in this video and I still get the same comments, but you know what?
The kid being right there is so sad to me. Like, man, that's heartbreaking. Oh, Lord have mercy.
I still do it because I know there's people out there like me that struggle through the same issues that I do. My daughter actually pitched in to help me. My little one's running back and forth, like how he does, but he was helping me throw away some.
I mean, like, I like the little kids helping is kind of heartbreaking because it's like they just want to like live in a clean house, you know? And oh man, this is depressing to me.
Away some trash. My son then came in and told me today is Titanic Day. It's Titanic Day, y'all. I can't believe it. He can't believe it. Look it up, look it up, look it up. Also, my hubby's been in the yard working really hard. Look at how nice it looks out there. Oh my god, I am so happy it's springtime and summer.
Okay, so she's got the whole family in on the project. Everybody's cleaning, which is good. Nance says, "What the f is that trash can?" I know, dude. Like, she's got like a full like commercial trash can just in the kitchen.
Away some
Just-
trash.
There it is. Yeah, that is just like a restaurant kitchen trash can. Like the kind with like that should have like the wheels on the bottom and stuff. An old chemical barrel. Yeah, it could be. Tess says, "Oh my gosh, it looks like my mother's house." Oh.
My son then came in and told
Now,
me today
there are
is
some
Titanic Day. It's
there are
Titanic Day,
some
y'all.
positive points here. We can go to her her actual channel. She has started to get cleaner, and the CPS has been through and checked the house out, I guess. So hopefully everyone is good there. Meech says, "My heart breaks for this kid. He can't have friends over or relax. His undeveloped brain." Yeah, exactly. For sure. And that's why I didn't want to play a lot of these, because it's so sad, because she's just, you know, causing permanent just emotional damage to her children by making them live this way. And like, I mean, it's great that you're like cleaning the house and stuff, and I would never want to disparage someone, you know, who has mental illness, because depression is really hard to live with and function with, and I totally get that. But I think that when you have children, you need to kind of put that aside, and as you're starting to feel these feelings about, oh well, I just want to lay in bed all day today, I don't feel like doing this, I don't feel like doing that, who cares if this is clean, you kind of need to care about those things for your kids, because your kids shouldn't have to worry about this stuff. I mean, obviously, you know, kids should do chores and help out around the house, but I mean, gosh, man, like to make your kids live like this just is so sad to me. And like here's the little guy, he's just trying to, you know, watch TV and hang, and oh my gosh, just I don't know, like I don't watch a lot of her stuff, but it seems like when you're caring more about the TikTok and making money on TikTok than the environment that your children are being raised in and neglected in, I can't. Yeah, Nugget says, but to put music behind the video, does that take effort? Yeah, I mean, no. No, it doesn't. I mean, it's like 3 clicks. It's, and, oh man. And like, she's trying to record a TikTok dance in her living room like that. Like, I don't get it. I like, I think she's doing it for the, like, for the, they call it for the rage bait, you know, to get people mad about how her house looks and stuff, but man, to put your kids in that kind of environment, in the name of making $500 for a TikTok video is super, super sad. Tess says, it wasn't so bad when I lived with her. Tess says, it wasn't so bad when I lived with her because I cleaned all the time. But now she's let it go so bad, and I go over and clean when I can, but I just don't have the time. Man, that's tough too. And I have cleaned, I mean, I work in remodeling and construction. I help people who have rental properties. I've cleaned out a lot of hoarding house situations. And sometimes it just can't be helped for the person, as far as like their mental health causing them to live life in that way, and it's so sad. Tess says, with my mother, it's mostly health issues and depression. Yeah, and that's another thing too, is when you, like, if you physically can't get up to do these things, which depression can do to you. Depression has physical symptoms, and for some people, they're not able to function in normal life, and it's not just like, hey, stop being sad, you know, it's a total, like, chemical imbalance in your brain that doesn't allow you to do just the simplest things, even when you know you need to do them. And yeah, it is so tough to see that. I'm sorry that you had to go through that, Tess. But that's good that you still have a relationship with your mom, and that you go and help her clean, and I'm sure she really does appreciate that. Yeah, Meech says this is so tough. Yeah, it absolutely is. Absolutely is. Nugget says, I never went back to my mom's house after she passed. It was way too much. I get it. And you know what, man? I've done a lot of those. I've done 4 that I can think of right now where a hoarder passed away, and they don't want to deal with it. They can't deal with it. It's hard to go in to the home of a person you love and care about and see the conditions that they live in, and especially when they're gone, when there's nothing you can do and you can't console them, and just the thing is already happened. You know, it's so sad. Tess says she's my best friend. That's awesome. That's great. That is great. Always important to have a good relationship with your mom. That is great. Jelly says, if it wasn't for knowing young moms that are in this chat, this is how I'd imagine most young parents are. It's a sickness. Yeah. And yeah, I had the same impression. I mean, like, y'all are killing it out here. Everybody in the chat, you got your little family, and you're still out here working too, and got your own side businesses and running these kids all over the place and running a house at the same time. I cannot imagine it. I have a bunch of animals. I don't have kids. It is not the same thing. And I have a ton of respect for parents out there, and whatever whatever means you have to provide for your family, that's not the important thing. Like having the $1 million house, kids don't need that. You don't have to, but in the words of one of the videos I watched getting ready for this, you don't have to be rich to clean. And just because some of these people in these videos are struggling financially does not mean that they can't pick up a towel. And I totally get that, but also on their side of it, it's tough, because when you're struggling financially and struggling with depression, those things kind of feed off of each other and make each other worse. So I definitely, every time that I have had the opportunity to help out a person in that situation, I've always said yes, because it's definitely a sad thing. But Tess says, okay, let's get back to gross houses. Nugget says, life is really way too short. All this BS don't matter. Do what makes you happy. That's right. That is right. Absolutely, Nugget. KO says 1,000%. Yeah, man. Life is too short to live in a house like this. I will tell you that. And that is not to disparage this young lady here, because she's trying real hard, but man, just some of the things that I saw in her videos, I don't even want to play it, where she's like, oh, I would clean my house, but I'm not going to get paid by TikTok, so and I think that might have been kind of around is TikTok shutting down time. But man, you can't blame your TikTok audience for your house being dirty. If you're gonna let the house get dirty for 2 months in the name of making a cool video for TikTok, please find a new way to make money, especially if you have children. Meech says exactly, financial problems equals stress equals depression equals getting into a hole with housework. Yeah, and that hole in the housework and living in those gross conditions can increase your depression, and the depression increase affects your ability to work, which increases your financial issues. It's just everything feeds off of everything. Meech says, Christ on a cross. We only clean it for TikTok now. Yeah, man. It is, oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so I called this one embarrassing. Why can't we just hang out at your house? And this is kind of what I was talking about with this is what one of their kids might feel like when their friends are asking to come over. Oh yeah, let's just have dinner at your place. Where? Oh man. I can't imagine having to grow up like that. And definitely understand, you wouldn't want to have your friends over and have them find out how your parents keep their house and how you're living and what your room looks like. It's just, oh my gosh, so sad. This one I called Sometimes It's Just Sad. Okay, now, oh my god, this is a super sad one. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sorry. This is a depressing show, but we gotta talk about this, okay? KO says, my house is messy because of my OF, but on the real, it's getting one thing daily that I'm trying to do that painted, mixed in with between watering orchids. Yeah, see, you know, you just do a little bit every day. Just paint that little bit, clean up that little bit. You don't have to take it all on at once because that can be really overwhelming, even for people who don't have depression. But if you're depressed and you don't want to clean your house, you know you're not going to spend the whole day cleaning, because otherwise you wouldn't have a dirty house. So just make a small goal that you know you can achieve, and achieve it, and just enjoy that goal, you know, and then set another small one for the next day, and just focus on your accomplishments and what you've done, you know. Nugget says, is TikTok ever gonna equal MySpace? Man, it is getting there. It really is. So this is a sad story. So I'll just let this one play. Wow. She has worked 6 10-hour shifts in a row, and this is her first day home. Okay, and her situation is sad because, let's see, these rooms don't get much attention when I'm not here. Now, she is divorced, and she lives with her ex still. And so, you know, they have that contention going on there. There's kids in the house still, and as you can see by her captions, she feels like she is not getting the help that she needs from her partner to, you know, help raise the kids and keep the house clean. While summer session was happening, my soon-to-be ex-husband claimed he couldn't watch the kids while he was focusing on homework. Okay, I mean, you know, school is hard. Now that school is out for break, he doesn't have that excuse anymore. Okay, well, I mean, hey, I think we need to get out the chancla and smack this man real quick and wake him up. Tess says, here's another effed up thing. I didn't want friends coming over because of the house as a teenager, but as an adult, knowing my house is clean, I still panic clean before anybody comes over. See, dude, this is like, that's the kind of stuff I was talking about earlier, man. Like, this, living in those conditions really can cause a lasting effect, and it shapes you as a person when your young brain is developing, and you have to live like that. And then also, like in high school, like you don't have enough stress in your life worrying about, you know, being cool and fitting in and doing the work and playing sports and whatever the thing. Then on top of that, you had to worry about the anxiety of people wanting to come over, and, oh, can we stop by your place on the way? Or, oh my gosh, man. Yeah, I definitely feel for you, Tess. I'm so sorry. Jelly says, I still don't understand how your home would get this bad. Just put things where they go when you take them off or whatever, and boom, less mess. Dude, I'm with you. I feel like, you know, it's habits that we create that lead our house to look the way it looks, positive or negative. Nugget says, add life coach to your bio description, Drew. Okay. Do those people make a lot of money? Because that's what I need. Jelly says, I still don't understand how your home would get this bad. Just put things where they go. Yeah, okay, yeah, I already read that. There's no place for them to go. Yeah, okay. Jelly says, I was depressed for months. My house never got this bad. Nowhere close. The most I had was a half sink of dishes because I was cooking. And honestly, man, like, who hasn't gone to bed with some dishes in the sink? Like, it's okay. It's cool. Like, it's totally fine. If there's dishes in your sink right now, it's all right. There's dishes in my sink too. Tess says, single mom of 3, full-time working. I get how my mom got that way. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. For sure, dude. For sure. Jelly says, if their mental health is this bad, why don't they seek help? We're gonna act like they're not on Medicaid. Yeah, that's the other thing, too, is that I think that some of these are definitely people who, you know, could be on government assistance and get that help that they need. And then others are just people who, like, have the means, have the money, but they just choose to live that way, or maybe they're doing it for financial gain. I certainly hope not, because it does not look like the large creators in the genre are living successful lives, just from my impression. Meech says, not the piles, Nug. I'm so spoiled. Yeah. Meech says, did y'all ever get into KonMari cleaning? I read her book, and she's extreme, but it's the whole idea of everything in your home needs a home, and if you don't have a home for it, it needs to go. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's a great philosophy. It definitely would help people to, you know, get rid of things that they don't need, because when you say, hey, where does this thing go? Where's the home for this? Well, there isn't one. Well, then that thing is gone. Donate it, trash it, sell it, get it out of here. Meech says 5 minutes to company at all times. Lord have mercy. That is pressure. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Nugget says, I was so happy to have a clean towel hanging there for me when I got out of the shower. Hey, clean towels are good. You should use a new one often, you know, and not feel bad about it. Jelly says, can't tell you the last time I made time to read a book, but that sounds fun. Meech says, I just finished my dishes as I was listening. Okay, good. Well, I'm motivating some people here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Meech says, I don't watch TV and just read, so I read it a few years ago. Okay. I have not heard of KonMari, but I think that rule is a great one and would definitely help these people here. So here's another one. Wait, hold on. So this lady, she's still going. But yeah, this is the lady who doesn't have the support from her significant other. So as you can see, while she's cleaning this house, she's also taking care of the kids, and the little dog is following her around. But I mean, she has a nice house. It looks really nice. And after she finishes, everything is really clean. And you know what? This isn't even crazy to me. Like, I think there's a difference between, like, dirty and messy. Because, like, yeah, when you have kids, it's gonna get messy because kids make a mess. Oh my gosh, that was funny. I just missed that right there. She lifted her shirt up and put it over the fan because she was hot. That's cute. My ex lost his temper and smashed the dog's food bin. See, that's sad, man. Like, okay. I feel like this girl is trying to, like, her plan is to move out of this living situation, and she's using the TikTok videos as a means to accomplish that more quickly, which I hope it works for her. I really do. Because, like, watching this and learning her story was super sad. But she is cleaning up, you know? She's keeping it clean. KO says, I just put my dishes in the sink to clean tonight, probably tomorrow. Becky says, I do that sometimes too. Meech says 1,000%. Dirty and messy are not the same. KO says, I made dinner and have been up since before the dawn times. Oh my gosh. Getting up before dawn and you still made dinner. I love it. Okay, so here's one corner at a time. This another super sad voiceover for you here.
So I've decided to start one corner at a time, like a square divided into 4. I will do a quarter until I get each quarter done. I almost didn't throw a jar away.
I feel like you could just get a scoop shovel and just go at it, you know? Big trash can, scoop shovel, you know, just forget the broom.
That my mom had left when she passed away. But I'm like, I need to get
and like, I'm pretty sure that this like animated rabbit is covering up the trash can. I kind of want to see the trash can.
rid of this. And this is something I'm working on in therapy. Is letting go of things. The DVD
Okay, so she says she's working on it in therapy.
That he left me when he passed.
Oh my gosh, her parents passed away. Oh my god. Okay, see, so this is like another like super sad situation where it's like you want better for people, you know, and you want to encourage them to do better and be better, but Lord have mercy.
The blanket you see was from my grandmother. These are things that right now I'm not ready to get rid of, but maybe in the future, you know, I will put them away. Taking steps to get through this journey. I know it won't be perfect, but it's a start.
Hey, that's
and I'm
right,
gonna
man.
Keep going.
That's the important
now,
thing,
I'm
is
gonna
to
use
start
my little
and keep
dust
going.
bunny to cover my face.
Oh,
Also,
okay, the bunny is covering her. Aw. That's, aw.
Sorry about the camera angles. I'm not good with those yet. Thank you for all your kind comments. They gave me so much more motivation.
See, that's great. That is great that people are being supportive to this person who clearly is in need of support. But man, this just is so hard to watch. I don't think she has children in that house, but I'm not certain. KO says the levels of hoarders. Yeah, man. Becky says, is that like a garage broom? Yeah, that is a full, just like a push broom. Yeah. We need to start downsizing. Yes. KO says, oh my gosh, she is sweet. Yes. Her account is called MentalMessPTSD. She only has 100 followers, so go follow her on TikTok because she seems like super genuine and just deserving of support. So big shout out to her. That was January 24th, that video, so I hope she is doing well and things are still going, so we'll check back in with her. And then here's one. I thought this was crazy because this is just like
this is how the house looks right
this lady says CPS has been called
now, and I am not going to clean it because we're going on a walk.
Now she's reacting to a comment that threatened to call CPS on her. She has a kid and she's pregnant, so big handful right here. Oh,
Okay, put those in there for Mama.
Oh no, little man's gonna crack the eggs. Ooh, okay.
Good job, you made it in the bowl.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what I wanted to say about this is that, like, I get where people might think that they're helping the children by calling CPS on these people. And, you know, probably some of these kids are in, like, dangerous situations, but, like, man, it just was so sad to me that that these people are literally just calling the police on these moms who are making these videos. Like, see, this one isn't even really too bad. Like, she's, you know, that bathroom's pretty clean. Like, she could use a little bit, like, new caulking on there, but whatever. It's not, like, her house. KO says she has scissors. Yeah, she cuts the bologna with scissors. I thought that was funny. That made me think of somebody. Jelly, his hands. I know, he's such a little cutie. But, like, I just can't imagine, like, seeing these videos. Like, I get, you know, that people are upset that these children are living in environments like this. But, man, like, to be calling CPS on somebody that you don't know and don't have any idea what their life is like other than, like, a TikTok you saw, like, that is crazy work, dude. That is crazy work. Couldn't be me. Tess says she's teaching her son and the house isn't bad. Exactly, man. Like, she went on a walk with her kid. She cleaned the house. She cleaned the kitchen. She cooked lunch and let little man help. Like, she's doing great. Yeah, Jelly says social media has ruined humanity. I'll die on that hill. Dude, man, it has in a lot of ways. You know, it brings us together and allows us to see things that we would never have seen, and experience things we'd never experienced, and meet people we never would have been able to meet. But also, it's brought us a lot of bad, you know? Kind of like these next people. Let's transition from messy house TikTok. Jelly says CPS has to respond to all these calls, I'm sure. Oh yeah, I'm sure they have to respond. Tessa says doing more harm for that child calling CPS. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is like, you know, is their goal to, like, get the child taken away from its mother? Like, I don't think that's better. You know, I mean, yeah, like, you could leave an encouraging note and say, hey, this is how I would clean this thing if I was doing it, or whatever. But, like, man, that is doing way too much, calling CPS on content creators. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's like a normal thing that happens out here, but to me, that's crazy work. So let's talk about BegTok, okay? Now, BegTok is a group, not a group, it's just the name of a trend of people who go live on TikTok and beg for money. And they don't do like a stream like we're doing here, where you, like, you know, have banter with Chad and, like, pick a topic to talk about and talk about it, you know, whatever. It's more just begging for money. And not in a nice way either. Not like, oh wow, guys, you know, I don't know if I'll be able to afford such and such this month, blah blah blah, you know, hit that like button, whatever. I don't know what the thing is, but on TikTok you have these things where people can donate. They can donate money to your live stream, and people go on there all day long to get that money, but they're literally not doing any content. Like, some of the people who are successful at streaming, like IRL streaming, will, like, walk around a fair or a park or a tourist destination, or they'll, I don't know, like build a birdhouse or whatever, you know? They're doing a thing on the live. These people are on live just straight up asking for money and getting mad that they're not getting enough. Yeah. KO says, wow, that's a lane you can go. TikTok money, please. Yeah. Okay, so here's your first taste.
Every time I've been live is we've kept the room.
Look at the guys. Look at the look on his face and just the tone of his voice. This man is asking for money because they're staying in a hotel and you need to pay every day to stay at the hotel. So he's trying to get money to stay at the hotel.
So if I didn't go live yesterday, we wouldn't have kept the room. We would have been outside cold. If I didn't go live the day before that, we would have been cold. If I didn't go live the day before that, we would have been cold. So, for all the people that are gonna just keep saying, oh, but you're here every day. Well, yes, I'm here every day. Because until we either get enough donations to pay for multiple days.
You need enough donations to pay for multiple days. Have you considered working, sir?
Or the apartment calls us and says,
KO says, be cold. I thought that was funny too. Like, just the way he condescendingly, I don't know if I can even replicate that look with his eyes that he does, where he's like, we would have been cold. Like, y'all put us out on the streets. Like, this is crazy work to me. And he's calling it where it's his literal job.
Says, the unit is open, you can move in, we're gonna be here every day asking for help.
So he says, until they call and say the apartment is open, they're gonna be there every day asking for help. Now, when they get the apartment, how are they gonna pay the rent on the apartment though? Are they gonna be on asking for help? It was crazy to me. That was the first one I ever saw. Like, I didn't know what I was getting into, you know? KO says, I'm being cold all the time, going to work. Dude, for real, man. I'll give you an Elmo on that one. What the F? KO's out here riding her bike to work in the middle of winter in northern Ohio. And you can't go to work. You can't get off TikTok to get enough money to sustain your hotel stay for the week. Literally, I can't imagine every day being like, well, I better do a live today or I'm going to be homeless tonight. Like, how do you even live? How could you live like that? I do not understand what is happening. Falcor in the house, what's up? She says, oh, what are we yelling about? Falcor, we are yelling... we are yelling about people who beg for money on TikTok and they do gross things. KO says, tell me he lives in Florida and it's 60 out. I don't know where the last guy lives. His name is oh no. Okay, I can't even say that. All right. Yeah, so don't follow his channel. Okay, so I think that was a repost. That was not the actual guy. Oh, Falcor says, yes. I am sure you are familiar with the BegTok. We just previously covered Messy House TikTok. Yeah, now we're into some BegTok. And this lady, she went super famous. She was all over the place, man.
I'm sick as fuck. Can't get no medicine. I don't have a job. I don't have no room. I don't have a car. I don't have no friends. I don't have no family. I don't have shit.
It appears as though there's a car, like, running behind her in this video, or maybe that's just, like, a light is on. Not sure. I don't know what's going on here, but, we do not have a phone or a job, and, looks like we're trying to get a hotel room. Now, look in the chat. See this right here? Rejoicing through it all just got the #1 gifter badge. People are in the comments of these lives trying to one-up each other on donations. So that's how these people end up with so much money. Tess says she's got a phone. Yes, she's recording on the phone. How can you possibly have the audacity to say you don't have a phone when you're literally talking on the phone?
Can't get no medicine. I don't have a job. I don't have no room. I don't have a car. I don't have no friends. I don't have no family. I don't have shit.
Not having friends and family sounds absolutely terrible. And no one deserves that. And, I'm gonna venture to say she probably does have some friends. I think what she's doing is she's trying to get some sympathy here. Falcor says, I TikTok all wrong. Honestly, TikTok is different, I think, for every person. And because of the insane topics that I talk about on here, I get on TikTok only for this. And just the videos that it feeds me are insane. Someday I'll do a screen record and just flip through my For You page. It's mental. But yeah, okay, so let's see. She's outside, she's sick. What do we got?
I'm outside sick as fuck.
Anyone who sends the gift will contribute 150% live fest points to the live creator. So you get live fest points. Falcor says, my FYP is perfect. I love that for you. And I think that if I ever wanted to become like an actual user of TikTok, I would have to download it on a different device, like on one of my phones or my tablet or something, because there's just no way that this will ever be usable. Tess says, thanks, Drew, for ruining your algorithm for us. Yeah, you know what? I'm probably on some weird lists somewhere, but, you know, it's for the love of the game. You know what I'm saying?
And I went to work every day in the same fucking clothes.
She went to work every day in the same clothes. Okay, now if she's willing to work, I'm on her team.
Clothes I got on now every day. It ain't a fucking day I miss, bro. Like, I was just.
One commenter says, I'm sorry, you've got God. And that's right. She does have God, but she doesn't have friends.
Just trying to be transparent and show people that I was trying to work and show people that I'm not what they say I am. That's it.
I mean, that again is super sad, but also like, what? Oh, I missed that, KO. Thank you. Becky says, this is just as bad as folks standing on a corner with a sign saying they need money. I would argue it's worse, because at least the people on the corner, they're in the bad situation. Like on TikTok, you don't really know. That's the bad part, is like, we don't know if we're watching like a mentally ill person go through like the worst part of their life, or if we're watching a sociopath who knows how to manipulate views for money on TikTok. Like, watching through these people just blows my mind. Like we've got so many more. I mean, like look, here's another one.
Hey, y'all, we are 95 away. Can somebody help out?
Okay, so this is a repost. Okay, so the person has put up here Detroit Nike. That's this streamer's name. Aggressively begging again, and the housekeeper makes an appearance. Okay, so he is like a lot of TikTokers, living at a hotel day by day. They only pay one day at a time, so we're on here trying to get some hotel room money. And then this girl says 2 more days, friend, because Detroit Nike is about to move into an apartment, I believe is the context of this. He is moving into an apartment in a few days.
Can somebody help extend the room? Can somebody help extend the room? Can somebody help extend the room?
This is the content? Can somebody help extend the room? Like, that's all you're saying?
I can't
He's
believe
not
I
even
woke
on
up
the
this
camera.
late. It'll be a miracle if we get some help extending this room.
I mean, Lord have mercy. I know I'm moving around and my setup is
That's why they so
scuffed and
mad, because they know
janky,
we
but
about to
Lord
get out
have
this
mercy.
situation soon.
Man is
So
not
they're trying
even
to make
on
it
camera.
real hard.
And he's mad that people aren't donating enough. Okay, this one says, he also got approved for an apartment. Supporters paid the deposit on Saturday. They already paid the man's deposit on his apartment. And he's here at a hotel begging for money so that they can stay there until the apartment's ready, I think. Tess says, why would you not get an apartment? It's cheaper and monthly versus daily. Yeah, dude. Like, totally. And also, wouldn't you like kind of go, even if you were gonna go the hotel route, wouldn't you go to like an extended stay type hotel where they offer like weekly rates and you have like a kitchen in your room and stuff, and it's more like a small, like a studio apartment than just a hotel room? KO says, oh my gosh, horrible. Tess says TikTok doesn't even pay daily. Okay, interesting. That's really interesting, because how are they gonna get on here and say, y'all, it's 3 p.m. We're gonna be homeless if you don't send us da-da-da-da-da by a certain amount of time? What does that even mean? So oh, okay. Falcor says a lot of people list their Cash App and stuff for this. Okay. All right. So that makes sense. We're using the Cash App. And you're right. The one girl who was in the parking lot, she did have the Cash App up there. So, okay. Okay. So people are getting their money from Cash App, which I'm sure TikTok doesn't like, because when you do a donation through TikTok, TikTok makes a little bit of that money. Same thing with YouTube. Tess says it's all BS scams. Dude, it's starting to seem like that. It really is. KO says extended stay. I'm getting kicked out, baby. Let's go, pay me. I know, dude. I don't even know how to process what we're watching here. Like, this is crazy to me. And then like the sad like piano music in the background, like
hard. But it's okay, because God got us. We good. We do this shit every day. We gonna get our help. Fuck these hating motherfuckers.
God got us.
Fuck these motherfucking haters.
I mean, he's saying F the haters, but like literally these are the people in your chat, my dude. Like, you can't... That's crazy to me, to say F these people who are watching my stupid stream, which is literally just me begging for money and providing zero content or value. Becky says, and people seem to fall for it. They do, and they're sending money. Lots of money to these creators. KO says, I have no shame when it comes to my personal service, but I would never sit there and beg for gas for my... Yeah, exactly, man. I'm stuck in the cold. I need gas, please. I need to pedal my way out of here. Yeah, dude, it is wild. It is wild. Yes, we definitely need Elmo. Oh, we need to make him a little bigger, actually, I think. We need super size up. I'll just slide over a little bit, make room for him, you know? Alright, so, okay. Detroit Nike. I love this when the housekeeper knocks on the door and he's literally like set up at the desk right at the front and she's just looking right into his TikTok like, oh my god, this guy.
And you own the housekeeper today? Okay.
I mean, and the guy looks so mad. Like, the whole time when people are just literally handing you money and you've done nothing for it except beg. Can't even tell a joke or smile or anything. And this guy... And he's still just salty as hell.
Yo, we are 92 away, y'all. We are 92 away, y'all. Anything will help out, y'all. But...
And look at this in his comments. Selena says, everyone help, even if it's just $1. Selena, why do you care about this man? Why? Why are you hyping up his TikTok? I want to know.
Shit, man. Shut.
This person says, brown eggs and ham. We help you every month. Why should we continue helping someone who doesn't want to help themselves? Good point.
The fuck up.
He didn't like that one.
Get the fuck out of here. Stop talking. Stop saying we if you ain't sent shit. Get your bum ass on somewhere.
And so, if anyone who didn't send money is a bum, keep that in mind.
You ain't sent shit. Talk about we. The fuck? You ain't a part of...
KO says Selena is hostage in the other room. I know, right?
Are they cheese? Is you fucking crazy?
I don't think they're crazy. I think you're crazy a little bit. Yeah. KO says he's a bum. Okay, so it's not all just guys begging on the live. This lady needs $6,500 so she can go to bingo.
I bet I get my meet and greet. Because I already got the...
Oh, yeah. And first of all, her supporters have bought her concert tickets. And she's upset because she did not get the extra edition of the meet and greet. Even though she's met the artist before, she feels she deserves the meet and greet upgrade, and she's upset that she...
I bet I get my meet and greet. Because I already got the regular ticket for the Jacquees, the regular ticket. But we're trying to meet him. I don't care if I met him 1,000 times. I'm going to meet him again. Before I get time.
She said, I don't care if I've met him 1,000 times. I'm going to meet him again.
Until I get tired.
Till I get tired. Okay. A lot of people say they can't
I don't care if I see him
understand
1,000 times. And I'm keep saying bye-bye till I get tired. Who I like it can kiss my black booty.
Okay.
Thanks for the $5. Fam.
Thanks. She said thanks
And I'm
for the
back
$5.
for bingo too. Forever. And bingo gonna be 600. It's high.
Bingo gonna be 600. Am high.
Like what the hell I like. Oh, I'm going to bingo. Just believe that.
She's going to bingo. She doesn't have any money. She's begging for money on TikTok for concert tickets and bingo. Tess says, you know what? No anger for the creators. They're being smart. It's the effing supporters sending money to these people. For real, dude. I'd honestly, like, some of the creators are problematic, but I feel like the people watching and supporting this behavior are way more problematic. You're absolutely right about that. Hold on a sec, let me make sure we're not playing some. Yeah, I absolutely agree, man. If people weren't sending them money, they wouldn't do this. They would not do this if they weren't making money off of it.
Sometime next week, oh, I'm going to bingo. Oh, I'm going to bingo, and it's high. And I'm begging for $6,500. It's really more. Watch me.
$6,500, and it's really more. Watch me. That's crazy, dude. Like, and the attitude the whole time. $6,500 more when your fans have generously bought you concert tickets to a show you wanted to see. That's just so sad to me. Okay, so here's another people trying to get their rent. Come on.
So yeah. Well, we.
Now this is a repost, and the person has put a big test says bingo is life. The person says asking for rent money after saying they would stop after a car, then a gaming PC. So they said they would stop asking for money if everyone would just help them get a car. Then they got the car. Then they were like, everybody help us get a gaming PC. Now they have the gaming PC and they want rent money. Tess says at least that lady was being honest. Yeah, for real, dude. And that's a good point. The last lady was being honest. She was saying what she was going to use it for. Not like these people who are
you buy a car and not have rent because we needed the car so we can move around.
We need the
and
car
we can't do
so
it without a car. We can't do anything without a car.
Can't do anything without a car.
Here. Come on, you guys, y'all know I got the.
Can't do anything without a car. Beg to differ. KO has a full-time job and owns her own house. Rides a bike. It can be done, guys. You know, it just takes some work. It's a little bit of dedication.
Got the car like a couple days ago.
And like right there, like that attitude, you know.
Come on, you guys, y'all know I got the car like a couple days ago.
Like she just bought the car cash, but her followers bought the car. Becky says, I went to bingo once, won $200. The old ladies got mad because I was new and I never went again. Yeah, bingo is definitely a club. You know, it's a real tight-knit community for sure.
Yeah, it is apparently.
Now the new thing on TikTok is the hair thing to be unbothered, so you can look as unbothered as possible. Playing with your hair is out. Now what people do is they chew with their mouth open while eating gross snacks in order to look unbothered in TikTok videos. Falcor says, I'd be so screwed if I didn't have a car. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, see, I get that. And a lot of people do need a car. But it is possible to live without one. Certainly not where you live. You would definitely have to move, Falcor, for sure. KO says, I will water my plants for them. For sure, I'm lucky. I'm walkable. Yes. Yeah, that's definitely lucky to be close enough to your job and to, like, the grocery store and stuff to be able to do that. But hey, you know, they might watch. They might pay you to water your plants. Who knows?
Yeah, Bo, who made y'all mad?
One thing I've noticed in a lot of these streams is that all the people in the chat know all the lore. They have followed this person forever. They know every single thing they've ever done on stream. They're bringing up old drama all the time. Like, it is wild. Like, there are some super dedicated followers for these people that are constantly sending money and begging other people to send money to the creator. And then there's another gang of people who follow them just to hate on them. And it's crazy. It's such a weird dichotomy in their comments. KO says so many stores. Falcor says Reddit is great for TikTok lore. Okay, see, that's a good tip. Next time when I need the lore on a weird TikToker, I will look up their subreddit. That's a good idea. That's a hack right there.
Yeah, I need some prune juice.
Y'all made y'all mad. We made y'all mad.
So CashApp is on the screen, y'all. CashApp is on the screen.
Like, she's so the CashApp is on the screen. And like her dude is in the background like, what? We made y'all mad? Like, geez, man. Aren't you asking these people to give you money?
If you guys want to send anything, 5, 10, anything, just to get the rent up, that's all.
KO says, how do I make a TikTok?
Because...
Give it a rose.
Thank you. Where's my glasses at?
Here you go. Toss them on.
He's over here.
What is happening?
He said, you have got to be kidding me right now, for now, yeah. We ain't getting...
See, here's the haters. You have got to be kidding me right now.
No, my big people now.
Oh, which one? Casey?
Yeah, it's actually him.
That's cool. What's up, bro?
We not rich, y'all.
We not rich,
So yeah,
y'all.
CashApp is on the screen, y'all. If y'all want to help us out,
is on the
help us
screen,
get
y'all. Can't even be bothered to say anything
We're not
besides
billionaires. I wish you.
that the Cash App is on the screen. She can't even say the Cash App for the chat here. It's crazy. This is crazy. KO says, I need a spoiler for the chat. Can I wear a bathing suit or underwear while watering plants? You know what? I don't know. I don't know the rules over there. I think they would ban that pretty quickly. They don't like that kind of content over there. But I'm not sure. I haven't looked into that part of TikTok. There is a water talk, but it's not what you think. That is people who make a big water bottle and fill it with sugar and artificial coloring. But yeah, plant water talk. I don't know. You might be able to start that trend.
Hey,
here's the husband to shame us all for not donating.
Appreciate you, Penny Fair. You're the best, bro.
Hey, all these penny fairies on Cash App.
You're the best, Penny Fair, bro. Where we're at. Event 4, bro. You bro? Had a bad day.
What's a penny fairy? Did a person literally donate 1 penny, or are they just, is that like their cute name for the people who pay their bills for them?
Cause you had a bad day.
Hey, wait.
KO says dirty homes are okay though. Yeah, I know, right? Like dirty homes, like roach infested house is fine, but if you have a bikini on, get out of here. Hey, let's go plant water TikTok.
Need a hug? Need a hug, bro? I got you, man. Do you?
Uh-oh.
Do you? Hey, appreciate y'all. Got a Cash App in the screen. Hey, I see you, doctor. Appreciate you, bro.
You guys. Okay.
How much is your race?
4 days after saying that I had.
Okay, so this is like a react. This is a react here where the girl on the top of the screen is a BegToker, and yeah. So let's see what her strategy is.
Had all the proof against Ophelia or Mama Tot about that she was working with SWAT or Amy Downs and the gang stalkers with this TMH and Joe person. Someone again pretended like they did with Anna that they had a house for me to get my address, and then suddenly everyone started gang stalking and calling the place I was at, and they had asked me to leave early.
Okay, already, like, we've said a ton of names. I am, like, totally lost. Again, like, this is like KO was saying with the lore, like the lore is super deep on this account. It is crazy.
Early, and then they called the police on me. The police all showed up with a whole bunch of officers, and were not able. They refused to run my license. They arrested me under the wrong class name from where they had stolen my birth certificate, and I'd given Mom and Pop the information.
Oh my gosh, she got arrested in her stolen birth certificate.
And then they had used my social security number that they got illegally obtained by having Maggie take me to Ohio, pretend she was giving me $1,000 to arrest me. And so they got Peter and all my evidence.
What? and then the fact that this lady has a whole second account based on recapping the other lady's account is wild to me. Like, what are we doing? I don't understand. I don't. I really just TikTok is ruining us. It really is. KO says they got Peter. That's right. Where's the button? Where's the button?
AKA Peter Griffin.
But I really think the only way to stop this is with our dollars. And we need to not send the money to the TikTok beggars. I would hate for young people to grow up thinking that this is a legitimate way to make money. And I also would hate for people who regularly enjoy content to think that this is what you have to do to support a creator or something. I don't know, man. I feel like they really could do a lot better to kind of discourage this borderline illegal behavior that's happening sometimes. And you know, this kids living in horrible conditions. I don't know how you're letting that stuff just sit on the platform. And all these people begging is not making your platform look great either. So KO says we need to send money to ladies watering their plants to buy new plants. That's right. See, and you could make a meaningful contribution, because when you bought the plant, that plant would be in the stream next time and you could be like, I bought that. But, you know, I think there are certainly more harmful things for people to be obsessed with. So if we could just move everyone over from BegTok over to plant watering talk, I think we could really improve the lives of creators who are just... It's sad how much they're relying on TikTok, not only just financially to support them, but the fact that they won't even clean their house unless TikTok will pay them to do so we've turned a corner now, and it's not good. Like, this is, yeah, it's getting really into KO says, I missed the first part. That's completely out of control. Oh, dude, yeah, you'll have to go back and see the messy TikTok. And I didn't even play all the bad ones. If you guys want to see, I'll pull it up real quick. Kiki Chanel did a video today where she talked about Messy House TikTok, and like a lot of the things that I was like, the videos I was gonna play were in there, and I decided not to play them because of that, because her channel is massive, and also she is a really good presenter. I actually really like her channel a lot, and if you like the topics that we've talked about here, she has also talked about several of them. She actually was the one who turned me on to the Redlands, California Marshall's Hello Kitty thing. So if you want to check out her video, it is called The Filthy Homes of TikTok. And that's from Kiki Chanel. So if you want to see some more of Demandaconda and Amanda and all of the other Messy House TikTok creators, you can check that video out. But yeah, I think that'll be it for us tonight. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you. Sorry for the delay. Try to make sure we're right on time on Friday, and we'll have a fun show where we can all laugh and not talk about super depressing topics leading into our weekend. So, I hope you all have a great week. Tessa and everybody who shared, Jelly, everyone who shared their personal stories, I really appreciate that. You know, it helps to, you know, make it real and realize that even, you know, the people that are our friends are you know, have gone through this stuff, and that is important to acknowledge. Jelly says Friday is fake leap year. All right, fake leap year. All right, we'll do it. Friday, we will have our fake leap year stream, and we will laugh, and I will have a blue drink, and we'll have a good time. So thank you so much for joining. Tess says thank you. Have a great night, everybody. Yes. Everyone have a great week. Enjoy this warm up, dude. Let's thaw some snow and wear t-shirts outside. You know what I'm saying? Have a AKA Jelly's birthday. Oh, Jelly's birthday. All right. Happy birthday, Jelly. I will okay. All right. Well, we'll have to do something special for you on Friday. I'll think about it. So, all right. Well, that's awesome. Well, you guys have a great week, and thanks for being here. Smack that like button. I'll see you next time. Peace.